Welcome everyone to part 2 of the building a record room. We're starting right off where we left. As you can see, these are, we're going to put on these ceiling decorations or ceiling moldings, I guess they're called. It's really nice decoration, and they are from like foam material, very light foam material, not wood. Wood is very heavy and a lot harder to work with, at least with ceiling stuff like this. This is very easy to work with, very light. You can put it on very easily. As you can see, it is all across the ceiling of the room. It still looks a little rough around the edges, still a little raw, but we will work on that after this. It looks pretty nice. Eventually, when we are going to paint it, it comes all together very well. Speaking of paint, here you can see we are planning on making like paneling on the wall, and these are the two colors that we are wanting to choose between. One is gray, one is a little brownish. In a certain light on camera, it looks more like a salmon pinkish, but it's brown, it's light brown. Here you can see the wood for the paneling. We are preparing it with a ground layer of paint. After that, we are going to put all the paneling. First, we have to buy all the woods from the hardware store. We took a lot of trips to the hardware store. Here you can see we're working on the paneling to put them on the wall. Yeah. They just need a little pressure on them, but they stick on pretty easily if you have the right construction glue. Here you can see the starting of the paneling. We are very happy with the end result. It gives kind of a countryside vibe to it. As you can see here, this is the raw end result before painting it all. It was pretty easy to do actually if you have the right measurements. One hardware store close to us, they make the paneling, the wood parts for you, so all you had to do is just give in the right measurements and they would make it for you. Very convenient. Here you can see me finishing off the ceiling molding with, I guess it's called caulking, but you know what it is, just finishing off the gaps in between the ceiling and the molding. I'll be doing that soon with the paneling as well, because it still looks pretty rough around the edges. But first I was going to paint the whole room, or I would say we were going to paint the whole room white. The paneling was getting another color, the brown. We picked the brown you saw earlier in the video. Painting I find pretty frustrating. Some people find it, I think it's a fun job, but I think it's pretty frustrating, especially in this case where it's, as you can see, white on white. If it's like a darker color on a lighter color or vice versa, it's not that big of a problem. But if you're putting a light color on a light color, sometimes it's pretty frustrating to not really see what you're doing and where you're going. But the job got done. And here you can see me finishing off the paneling, like I said earlier. Little pizza break. Sometimes you have these days, or nights I should say, where you just have to continue, push through a little so you can continue the next day. We don't really follow a scheme, but you know, sometimes you just have these nights. We also have a cat. It is an old cat from my girlfriend, and we took it home with us. She could come with us because she was, when my girlfriend moved out of her place to this house, the cat really missed her, so we took it along with us. Here you can see the room. The paneling is done and painted. I think I missed some footage of that, but here at the right you see how the color turned out. You can see, like I said, it's not really pinkish, but it's an interesting hue of brown. But it turned out really nice. We were really happy with it. Now you can see me clearing the room. One thing with renovating is that you just have to clean a lot. You have to clean a lot. Every time you're doing something new in the room, you have to clean it. Here you can see me putting in some like floor panels, I guess. We are putting in laminated floor, laminated wood, but we can't just put that wood straight on the concrete. These are like these green, almost fluffy, like, well, they're solid, but floor panels that are, they have like an insulating function, as well as it mutes the sound a little if you walk on it. And here you can see the laminated floor parts. It's like that very easy click laminated stuff that you can just click together. You just have to measure it the right way. It's, from what I think, it is one of the most fun jobs in the house. Here you can see me puzzling, because these laminated floors, they come in packs of like 10 or whatever, and all of the laminated, or all of the wooden planks, they have like a different texture. So you know, there's variation. Every plank is different, but if you have multiple packs of the same floor, they all have the same 10 like patterns in there. So you have to puzzle a little to not have like the same panels too close to each other, so it still looks natural and a little mixed together. So every now and then I had to like puzzle and see if the same paneling was not too close together. It's pretty easy actually once you get the hang of it, and it's, like I said, it's a fun job. I love putting the floor down. It's very satisfying as well. This was the last part of the room building that actually requires like a building. So in the next part you'll mostly see like decorating the room and building some IKEA shit and whatever. So for now, most of the building was done, and I hope to see you guys in the next and latest part. After that, the room is done, and I hope to record more videos after that. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in part 3.